Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We are just getting to the point where Greeley Stampede is going to kick off, and then right around the corner will be Cheyenne Frontier Days. And we get a lot of calls this time of the year. Customers come from maybe some southern states, somewhere down low, come up and have some generator issues. So we're going to show you how to adjust altitude on these generators. What we've got on this one here is an Onan 4000 gas gen. This is on a Cimarron without lock conversions that we're standing up here looking at. I want to show you some tips on how to start one of these guys, whether you're inside the living quarters or right up here. But we'll do it up here because I wanted to be able to show you and you can listen to what I'm looking at. So I'm going to set a timer because you have your start, stop, prime, everything right here. It's going to be the same on the living quarters itself. A common issue that we see a lot of customers do is they'll hit this the prime button and start will come on about 5 seconds later. Well, what we have is a fuel tank down low, generator up high. So we have gravity working against us. We have to get that fuel up here to the gen itself. So I recommend to customers that we actually hold the prime button for a good minute. All right, so we're gonna have our timer going here. But a couple other things I wanted to show you before we get into that. This right here is going to be our altitude adjustment, all right? That is a very common thing that a lot of customers are not aware of, all right? Okay, we're up here 5,000 plus. You get up to Cheyenne, it's even a little bit higher than that. So this guy right here, this is how it came from the factory. So as you can see, it is turned way down. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to adjust it, and it's kind of hard to see, but they do have some elevations in there. So go ahead and get that turned up. It'll help how this generator is actually going to perform up here at this type of level. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start that timer over again, and I'm going to hold the prime button. See the light's already on to go ahead and start, and you can hear that pump kind of clicking. As we're getting fuel up to it, the pitch of that changes a little bit. Now, we haven't started this gen in, probably about a month. We usually start our gens on the lot here, kind of about that once a month. Run them for an hour, kind of let that oil get up to temperature. It's good to keep that gas moving throughout it. These are small engines. We'll talk kind of about an additive that we like to put on ours. But what we do is we actually hold this prime. Again, 45 seconds to a minute is kind of what I always shoot for when I'm starting these up, especially if they haven't been started in a while. And I know a lot of customers get a little anxious and want to go ahead and start it. We're almost at that time right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Now I don't want to over crank it, so I might have to stop and hold prime again for a little while. But you have to keep in mind, I'm going to go ahead and just turn it off for us right now so you can hear me a little bit better. But again, you have your fuel tanks down low and generator up high, so pulling that fuel up. So don't be afraid to hold that prime button for a good minute. Sometimes you just count in your head, start a timer, whatever you need to. If it really didn't crank after a few more, I was probably going to stop and then start over again and give it a little bit more prime. This time of the year, it's also good to kind of carry some extra things with you, like an extra fuel or air filter. You might pop that off if you've been in some dust and dirt and just traveling. You can get that guy cleaned off. You might carry an extra with you. It's good to carry some of those extra parts. So if you are traveling, you're not having to worry about finding parts. If you're having issues, that altitude adjustment's a big thing. As it gets really hot, we've had some customers have issues with these in these real hot days where maybe you need to crack this lid open. As you can see, they've done a good job louvering up on the top and then on the side where we want to pull air in, but at the same time, it's within this box. So it's okay to go ahead and tip this guy up. Now, obviously you have to watch wind and those type of items, but with that being said, let's get some air to it. It'll function and operate a lot better. This is another thing we like to recommend. This is sea foam, all right? It's an additive that you can put in the gas tank. I use this personally at home on like my mowers and those type of items. These are small engines. We don't like carrying more than about a quarter tank of fuel in our generators on the trailers themselves here on the lot. We just don't want the fuel to get old. That's why we go out and start them for a while and let them run. It is good. These small engines need to run. We don't want that to gum up. It's about 1 ounce of this per gallon of fuel. So you just need to know capacity. Put that in there. Sometimes I'm not very scientific. I'll do a splash in my mower or something along those lines. But this is really good to keep that all the components nice and clean and functioning really well. Again, that's this time of the year. A lot of customers just don't think about it. That altitude adjustment as you do come up here is going to make a world of difference on how this performs, because a lot of customers, it'll be set, as you saw from the factory, it was turned way down. We need to adjust that altitude to make this function up here. Other than that, you know, maintenance on your generator is really key on these. Cummins actually recommends the first 50 hours doing, you know, changing oil and maintenance on it. And then from that point on, they recommend 100 to 150 hours, somewhere in that ballpark. I know that's a pretty wide range, but getting your generator serviced before you hit the road is going to save you a lot of hassle and a lot of issues from when you're actually trying to pull in somewhere overnight, fire that up, do what you need to in the trailer itself before the next day. You might not get a tech out there. If you do have an Outlaw and it's under warranty, you know, you can call them, you know, 24/7, 365, they're available to help you out from that standpoint. But just doing your general maintenance is going to save you a lot of headaches, just doing these little things to just prepare you as you're traveling in these summer months. So if you have any questions, you can give us a call too. Our number is 303-684-3400.